My dad is in federal prison right now on a wire fraud charge. And I haven't really spoken about this publicly because I just didn't want to have to deal with all of the questions because I'm a fairly private person, believe it or not. So needless to say, Father's Day was pretty challenging for me. And I'm only bringing it up now because while I may seem hopeful and optimistic in my videos, behind the scenes, the fact that he's in a prison cell right now for the next however many years and vulnerable to coronavirus. I mean, he's 71 years old with a pre-existing condition. So just the thought of that makes me uncomfortable, to say the least. I mean, prison is not where you want to be in general, but especially not during a pandemic. So I get a bit anxious when I think about it, which is quite often. And he's been in solitary confinement for over a month now because he apparently spoke out publicly about some of the people who had died in his prison of coronavirus and just how exposed they all are. So the whole black male prison conversation is one that's very close to my heart, and it's one of the reasons why I feel like it's important to keep talking about these issues. It's what he would do if he were free, you know? And also because there are people inside of these prisons with no one on the outside caring about what happens to them. And most of these guys are in there on petty drug charges. And they either didn't have legal representation or they just had bad representation. Anyway, I've just been making sure to take care of myself so that I can be available emotionally and spiritually to hold space for my dad and for the rest of my family. And if you're feeling anxious due to some external circumstances that are beyond your control, in addition to the pandemic, obviously, and perhaps losing a job, I just want to remind you how essential it is that you take care of yourself as well and treat yourself with the same level of kindness that you would give to someone who you loved very dearly. It's called self-care because no one else is going to do it for you. No one else can do it for you. So in spite of everything that's going on, we have to make sure that we're exercising and eating right and meditating and turning off the news as much as possible and surrounding ourselves with as many positive influences as we can. Because if we have someone in our lives who's locked up or sick or suffering in a way that you can't do much about, what's not going to help them is you getting sick and suffering along with them. They need you to be strong enough and healthy enough to keep fighting and doing all the things that you can do to support them and their cause. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. I add new videos daily, so make sure you click to subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you want to see the next insight, just click on over to the right. You can also follow me on Instagram @LightWatkins, and I look forward to seeing you next time.